Well, hey folks, this is SKYBLAZERS coming to you from the man cave. This is the FMS 80mm SKYBLAZERS F-86. Let's take it out of the field and get you a flight, and we'll come back here afterwards and we'll go over all my rates and everything. All right, we'll meet you out in the field. Hey folks, SKYBLAZERS. All right, got the 80mm FMS F-86 SKYBLAZERS. Can take her up, have a little fun. Mama had training today, so couldn't come with me to fly, so she's got to put up with me and my hat cam. So here we go. Timer set for 4 minutes, 5,000 HRB. A little bit windy, but that's okay. Oh, is it windy? Woo! It is, but
Gear down.
It's right out of the east.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
So right out of the, see these flags in front of me? Didn't have to use flaps or anything. But letting the wind be my brake. Got a KM model afterburner inside there. It's kind of bright right now, so you don't necessarily can see it. If you can hear the wind, understand I've got a wind muff and filters running, so that just gives you an idea. All right, still got 2 minutes. Whew. I will tell you, the wind makes for a stronger pilot, but it doesn't make for a very enjoyable time.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Gear down.
Fly by my gear down. That wind is really messing with her. Of course, it helps if I turn the AS3X on. Actually, I have it on, but I had it turned down to nothing. So, yeah, she's a lot more, as the overused phrase is, a lot more locked in. Oh, that's the wind picking her up. All right, we got enough for one more quick up and down. I'm not going to worry about flaps. I'm not going to worry about taking the gear up and down. Now that, not the door that's flat in the front of the nose gear, but the other door behind it that closes. I've had problems with that hinge so many times and little pins broke off. So I finally just decided to heck with it. And you got to buy so much just to get that door and that little spring. So I said, I'm just going to go without it. So. If you like a good F-86, I'll tell you what, it's hard to beat this one. It really is.
20 seconds.
Just wish it wasn't no $500 some odd dollars. Be a lot more accessible to people. It wasn't so expensive. Yeah, it's okay.
Greg, land your plane.
Yes, ma'am. The Australian lady talking to me.
Timer expired.
Alrighty. What a great flying F-86. Absolutely great flying plane. Alrighty. It has thrust reverse, but I've disengaged it. And instead I've got the those air brakes in the back. All right, we're 6 seconds over, but real quick, let's take a look at this beautiful thing. Isn't that not a beautiful plane? Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous plane. Yeah, I haven't calibrated that afterburner yet. Just got her on there. All right. Beautiful plane. Absolutely beautiful plane. All right, take it back to bench, get your battery report. All righty. We were 6 seconds over on a 4-minute timer. There's my battery placement where I put the 5000 6S. And that's how much I had left on the battery. And that's my receiver. That's my setup. Alrighty, we'll meet you back in the man cave. We'll go over all my AS3X, all my settings, and all the particulars. Alright, God bless. We'll see you there. Well, hey, this is Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the man cave. I tell you what, every time I take this F-86 out, puts a huge smile on my face. Sounds good, flies good, it looks incredible. This is probably one of the best looking of all the art of the jets I've got. This is about one of the best looking ones. All right, let's go over the rates a little bit. Real quick, let me show you the stellar gear this thing has got. We'll go over the rates in just a minute. You know, I'm like a squirrel with a shiny object. I get easily distracted. That door I was talking about that goes here that would normally be down, the hinge kept breaking, and I just did away with it. I got tired of messing with it. But there we go. Sometimes you have to cycle a gear a time or two to get them working right. That's with everything. That just happens. Alrighty. Love the light package on this thing. And of course I've added a KM model afterburner to it. Gotta turn it without hitting everything. I mean, come on. I mean that thing's beautiful. Alright, well we got it here. Let's go over the rates real quick. Alright, my flying rates, 100% throws, 30% expo on the ailerons. On the elevator, 105 with 30% expo on the elevator. And the rudder, 125, 30% expo also. Well, there too. The flap system that I use, there is no mix needed. So for takeoff flat or landing or flaps up, sorry, is negative 100%. For takeoff is negative 50%. But if you notice, my air brake's starting to come out.
Flaps up.
I've got that wide in with my flaps. Okay, and then landing
flaps
is a positive 25%. And the air brake come in. I got the air brake only comes out so far. It comes out twice as far as that.
Takeoff flaps.
but I've cut down on the rate of it to where it only comes out so far. This plane slows down pretty good. You can, it does have, mine came with thrust reverse, and I forego that. Instead, I just have the air brake tied in with the flaps and the normal 6 channels that I've used. So my AS3X settings.
Prop secured.
Okay. The one-time gains on roll, pitch, and yaw are 40, 50, and 60. Priorities, all at 140 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading, I don't do anything with. Stop lock, all at 35 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Release rate, 55, 55, 75 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Like I said, gains are set at one time. And timer was set for 4 minutes. CG on the plane, you know, I don't have the numbers. It'll be in the description of the video. But if you look on top of the plane, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. I've got 2 little marks. But if you look, to give you a landmark, there is a side panel here, a little square. If you go straight down, that's where the CG point is there for, if you want to check from the top. Same on this side. There's a panel line there. You go that panel line in, and right in between is those is the CG. I don't remember the numbers. I apologize. And to check it this way, which I prefer checking it the other way with the gear down. I mean with the way it's in landing configuration. But she CG's pretty good on that CG point. Like I say, that I'll put it, it'll be in the description of the video, and I think it's right on. If you look on the underside, you look at these plastic, it's right on this panel line here. Watch for these where this in this section here, straight out. There's a panel line. I want to say it's right there. So let me check it that way. I have to look at this, make sure I got it right. Basically, it's almost the edge of the wheel well. And that's pretty good right there. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That is the FMS 80mm SKYBLAZER. Also, well, you know what? Remember the hatch, make sure your hatch is in. To get my CG, I put the 5000 right there. And basically almost 2 finger widths back from the front. That way you can kind of see. I would have showed you in the video my placement, or in the flight when I gave you the battery report. But that's where I have it. Just make sure that is good and seated. I've lost a hatch before, and these hatches are $75 each. So they're not cheap. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That is the FMS 80mm SKYBLAZER. One beautiful, beautiful, very patriotic looking F-86. And thank you for watching. God bless y'all. God is good. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and that F-86s. Bye-bye.